Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa.
So, the next question is, what is Micchadi Samadhi, which is Samma Samadhi? What is a wrong concentration and what is right concentration? Wrong concentration and right concentration.
Especially Miccha Samadhi, wrong Samadhi is depending on wrong practice. Miccha Samadhi is associated with unwholesome dhammas. Among unwholesome dhammas, the head unwholesome dhammas are lobha, greed, dosa, hatred, and moha, delusion. If one type of concentration is associated with hatred, greed, hatred, and delusion, etc., such type of concentration is called Miccha Samadhi. This is one type of ekaggata mental pattern. The meaning of ekaggata is eka is one, gata is falling into or occurring into one object. Wrong, occasionally some persons concentration on wrong object also they can concentrate well. So such type of concentration is Miccha Samadhi, especially associated with wrong view, eternal view or annihilation view, etc. Samma Samadhi, right concentration, has two types, mundane and supramundane, lokiya and lokuttara. Supramundane concentration is especially associated with four types of path knowledge. Such type of concentration is especially referred Samma Samadhi, right concentration, and Noble Eightfold Path. That Samma Samadhi realize Nibbana object, supramundane Nibbana object, or concentrate well on the Nibbana object. In mundane Samadhi concentration, right concentration, Samma Samadhi, there are three levels. Number one, Khanika Samadhi, momentary concentration. Number two, Upajjhara Samadhi, excess concentration. Number three, full absorption concentration, Appana Samadhi. So there are three levels. While practicing one of 40 samatha meditation subjects, before excess concentration and jhana concentration, there is occasionally one type of concentration which is called Khanika Samadhi. For example, when you are practicing Anapana meditation, mindfulness of breathing meditation, you may be able to maintain your concentration on the natural breath object for about half hour or 1 hour or more than 1 hour, etc. Such type of concentration is also called Khanika Samadhi, momentary concentration. Again, when this momentary concentration improves further, then there will arise nimitta. Nimitta is the color of your breath. Your breath is nothing but a group of subatomic particles. If you analyze those particles in each particle, in each kalapa, there are 8 or 9 types of materiality, etc., such as earth element, water element, fire element, wind element, color, odor, flavor, nutritive essence, and the sort of breath, etc. So in every kalapa there is color. One kalapa's color and another kalapa's color rise very, very closely to each other. When your concentration improves, you may see the color of your breath. That color of your breath for beginner is usually gray, smoky color. At that time, the meditator concentrate on that color, which is called nimitta. This is preliminary sign, parikamma nimitta. Concentration on that parikamma nimitta is also called Khanika Samadhi, momentary samadhi. While concentrating on your parikamma nimitta, again your concentration will develop further. When your concentration improves, parikamma nimitta will change into ugaha nimitta, learning side or taking up side. What is ugaha nimitta, learning side or taking up side? The color of nimitta will begin from grey smoky color into white cotton wool color. That white cotton wool color is called ugaha nimitta, learning sign or taking up sign. If you can concentrate well on that ugaha nimitta, such type of concentration is also called Khanika Samadhi, momentary samadhi. Again, while concentrating on that ugaha nimitta, learning sign or taking up sign, when your concentration improves further, then your nimitta will change into Patibhaga nimitta, counteract sign. The Patibhaga nimitta, counteract sign is luminous and bright, like morning star. Such type of nimitta is the object of excess concentration as well as jhana concentration. However, actual excess concentration is before jhana stage. there is jhana mental process. In those jhana mental process, in that jhana mental process, there are 4 access concentration mind movements, such as Parigama Samadhi, preliminary concentration, Upachara Samadhi, access concentration, Anuloma Samadhi, adaptability concentration or conformity concentration, and then Kodrabhu Samadhi, change of lineage concentration. After Kodrabhu Samadhi, there arises jhana samadhi, jhana concentration, which is full absorption, mind movement. For that full absorption, mind movement within same mental process, jhana mental process. These 4 types of concentration, parigama samadhi, access concentration, parigama samadhi, preliminary concentration, upachara samadhi, access concentration, anuloma samadhi, conformity concentration, Kodrabhu Samadhi, change of lineage concentration are called access concentration. However, before that jhana mental process, there are also many millions of mental processes which also take Padibhaga Nimitta countable sign as object. Metaphorically, such type of concentration is also called access concentration, upachara samadhi. In actual jhana mental process, 4 types of concentration. Number 1, parigama samadhi, preliminary concentration, upachara samadhi, access concentration, conformity, anuloma samadhi, conformity concentration, Kodrabhu samadhi, change of lineage concentration. These 4 types of concentration is also called access concentration, upachara samadhi. In access concentration stage, there are no hindrances. 5 types of hindrances. This concentration can suppress the 5 types of hindrances. 5 types of hindrances are: number 1, kamachanda nivarana, sensual desire. Number 2, vyabhada, anger or hatred. Number 3, thina midda, nivarana, sloth and dobha. Number 4, uddhacca, kukucca. Restlessness and remorse. Number 5, vicikiccha, doubt or skepticism, which we had already explained this morning. What is the meaning? One concentrated on the countable sign, Padibhaga Nimitta. When concentration becomes deeper and deeper, at that day, a meditator does not miss to who? boyfriend or girlfriend, wife or husband, sons or daughters, etc. If they already miss to them, this is no excess concentration. Then they have no hatred. When concentration becomes deeper and deeper, that concentration can suppress hatred. I don't want to see such and such Siali. I don't want to see such and such bhikkhu. No such type of attention. Can easily concentrate on the counterpart side, Patibhaga Nimitta. At that day, no sloth and torpor, no sleepiness. Another is no restless mind at that day. This is very important. Wandering the mind from one object to another. The mind does not wander from one object to another, from another to another, etc. Easily can concentrate well on the counterpart side. Then there was no remorse. You may have done wrong things or you may have not yet done good things, but at that time no remorse. No skepticism, no doubt about jhana practice. It is true if I practice in a right way and get adding jhana, such type of faith or competence is very strong and firm. So this such type of excess concentration can suppress these 5 hindrances. There is another problem in excess concentration stage. The meditators might occasionally fall into bhavanga, mind state. What is the reason? 5 jhana patterns are not so strong enough to maintain meditators' concentration on the Patibhaga Nimitta counterpart side. What are 5 jhana patterns? You may already understood. Vidaka, obligation of the mind to the Anapana counterpart side. Vichara, sustainment, repeated obligation of the mind to the Anapana counterpart side. Pidi, joy, taking Anapana counterpart side as object. Meditator has joyful feeling, joyful. And there is also happy feeling, sukha. And the ekagata, one-pointedness, which is concentration on the counterpart side. So these 5 jhana patterns are not so strong enough in excess concentration stage to maintain his concentration in meditator's mind on the anapana counterpart side. Because of this reason, the meditator's mind frequently fall into bhavanga. Such type of falling into bhavanga, some meditation teachers think Nibbana. This is problem nowadays in many meditation centers. Actually, they say they know nothing. All mentality and materiality cease. Cessation of mentality and materiality in this way they think. Actually, at that time, no mentality and materiality cease. What is the reason? They do not understand about bhavanga mind state. Bhavanga mind state does not know the present object such as anapana, counterpart side, etc. It is true. But this bhavanga mind state actually knows it is an object. What is it is an object? The object near that moment in past life. In past life, before death, there is final mental process. That final mental process is called death proximate mental process, Maranasana Chavana. The object of death proximate Chavana is Kamma or Kamma Nimitta, Kamma sign, or Gati Nimitta, destination sign. Maybe one of Kamma, usually for human beings who son Kamma, such as donation or purification or bhaju or concentration or practicing vipassana, etc. For example, our bodhisattvas, Bhuanga mind state object is Metta jhana object. What is the Metta jhana object? Maybe all beings. Taking all beings, he practices Metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. Before jhana stage, there is very powerful concentration, which is called excess concentration. That excess concentration produces our bodhisattvas birth, linking mind movement, as well as 3 types of materiality, such as heart decad-kalāpas, body decad-kalāpas, and sak decad-kalāpas. These mentality and materiality are produced by this loving kindness wholesome karma. Before he is coming down from Tusita Deva world to human world, he already practiced metta meditation, loving kindness meditation. The excess concentration before jhana stage produces our bodhisattvas 5 aggregates at the birth linking mind movement. Therefore, the object of that excess concentration is all beings. Taking all beings as object, he practices metta meditation. In the same way, he meditated in his or her past life. Near that moment, she may also do one type of wholesome karma or the sign of wholesome karma. Sign of wholesome karma means if dana wholesome karma can produce her birth linking aggregates at the time of her birth linking mind moment, then that donation objects such as robes or receivers such as bhikkhus or buildings which he or she already over, etc. Such objects also may appear. This is called karma sign. Another object is destination sign. For human beings, destination sign, Gati Nimitta, is called the color of mother's womb, especially red carpet color. So one of these 3 types of objects appear near that moment. Bhuanga mind state always take one of that object, one of those of 3 objects. So that object may be karma or karma nimitta, karma sign or Gati nimitta, destination sign. Bhuanga mind state always know this object. This is not unconscious mind or subconscious mind. It is also consciousness. Falling into Bhuanga, they misunderstood as Nibbana. Why? they do not understand the Bhuyenga mind state as well as the object of Bhuyenga mind state. After excess concentration, there is full absorption concentration, Appana Samadhi or Jhana Samadhi. Therefore, while practicing samatha, there are 3 levels of concentration. Number 1, preliminary concentration, Parigama Samadhi. Number 2, excess concentration, Upachara Samadhi. Number 3, full absorption concentration or jhana concentration, Appana Samadhi. While practicing vipassana, there is only one type of concentration, which is called Khanika Samadhi or Decad-kalāpas Samadhi, momentary concentration only. The object of vipassana is, we had already explained in this morning, the noble truth of suffering, 5 clinging aggregates, or mentality and materiality. Number 2 is the dependent origination, the noble truth of the origin of suffering. Dukkha, Samudaya, Ariya, Satya. So these 2 noble truth dhammas are the object of vipassana. They are called sankhara formations. These formations, as soon as they arise, they perish away. So they are nature. They are always oppressed by rising and perishing, rising and passing away. So they are dukkha, suffering. There is no permanent entity, permanent self in them, so they are anatta, non-self. Such type of contemplation is called vipassana. The object of this vipassana insight is sankhara formations, which arise moment by moment. They are not stable. They are not permanent. Object is always changing. Because of this reason, concentrating on those changing objects, concentration also cannot deep enough to attain jhana or excess concentration. There is only momentary concentration, moment by moment concentration. However, such type of concentration occasionally for some meditators very deep and stable. They cannot move out their mind from those impermanent object or suffering object or non-self object of those formations. Because of this reason, such type of concentration is also called decad-kalāpas Samadhi, one-pointedness concentration of vipassana mind, which is also called momentary concentration. While practicing vipassana, slowly when vipassana concentration, decad-kalāpas Samadhi improves, and vipassana jnana, vipassana insight also becomes mature. One day, at the end of matured vipassana insight, but improving knowledge will arise. That path improving knowledge take nibbana as object. At that time, that path knowledge also associates with one type of concentration. That concentration is also called Abhana samadhi, full absorption, concentration. But this full absorption, concentration is not mundane, full absorption, concentration. It is called supramundane, full absorption, concentration. Lokuttara jhana samadhi.
So though if a yogi, when he practices in SS jhana, if he don't have the ability to discern bhavanga mind, during that moment, is that considered wrong concentration? And if his mind consider this is as dimana, is that associated with wrong view?
This is also wrong view. No, wrong concentration. That falling into bhavanga, they believe as a nibbana, because according to their what? At that time they know nothing. So that knowing nothing is nibbana, they think. Such type of understanding is wrong understanding. At that time, bhavanga mind state has no momentary concentration or excess concentration or jhana, full absorption concentration. So we cannot say wrong concentration, but perception or view is wrong view. It is wrong.
So the person rebirth as a human being, before the Maranasati moment, he could that have two objects together? Say like a womb, mother womb as a red color, the Patibhaga Nimitta, and also others like Kamma Nimitta. Is that possible? It's one after another. Like Bodhisattva case is Kamma Nimitta. Then could that be followed by the Patibhaga Nimitta? Like woman? Huh?
One after another is possible. Gati Nimitta.
Gati Nimitta, sorry.
One after another is possible. But last object is the Maranasana Jhavanas object. That proximate mental process object. Last object is important. So before last object, there may be other objects also very closely to each other. But at that time, we should teach to the meditators to discern again and again what is the last object. At that time, they will see last object. But previous object and this last object may close to each other very closely. It is possible, not simultaneously.
Is the last moment, the same Maranasati, that is Gati Nimitta, red carpet, right? Then for the Sankara and Karma, is that previous one or that particular one?
Again, this Gati Nimitta appear because of the Karma potency. That Karma potency is before that proximate mental process only. How before? How long? We cannot say exactly. Many lives also possible. Many days also possible. Many months, many years also possible. Many past life also possible. So a meditator must discern nama-rupa up to that actual moment. At that time, because of the power of this karma formations, karma potency, near that moment, this destination site, Gati Nimitta appear. Yes, up to the actual meditating, for example, our Bodhisattva. Not only near that moment he practiced meditation, before near that moment also, usually he practice metta meditation. How long? We cannot say exactly. Throughout his life also possible. Many past lives ago also possible. So one type of, up to that moment, he should train to discern nama rūpa. At that time, which type of sankhara formations produce, he will understand. So, if he see one type of wholesome karma, then he should discern nama rūpa up to near that moment. Near that moment, because of this wholesome karma, near that moment appear one type of sign, karma or karma sign or destination sign. Then again, one must try to see the link between these causes and present but linking my moment by aggregates. Whether they have connection or not, at that time they will understand. In this case, you must check again and again. At that time, you may understand partially about the experience of meditator. What is the last object of that proximate jhana? What is the object of birth linking my moment? What is the object of the present bhavanga my moment? What is the object of that consciousness my moment? Some meditators, they may say different objects. At the time you should understand it is not true object of that browsing me, jhana's object. Actually, before that consciousness, there may be for some meditators many objects. Why? Because some karmas, many karmas are ready to produce its result. However, very strong powerful karma defeats other karmas. At that time, last object may be one object, one karma. So, before that proximate dying, very closely many objects may appear. So, if the object of that proximate jhana, the object of birth linking my moment, the object of bhavanga my moment, the object of that consciousness my moment, these four objects are same, then maybe it is true. But if they have no same object, then you must check again and again.
Sayadaw, let's say a yogi, he come here and practice, and already he able to get jhana, let's say second or third jhana. But later, when he about to go back, then suddenly he think about family, think of father, mother, husband and wife. And then suddenly a concentration drop down. So for us, what should we do? Should we ask him to go back to the original before go to the jhana? Or
every day, for beginners, they should start from first jhana to second jhana to third jhana. So stage by stage is better. Jumping is for those who specialize vijnana, especially for the ways. For beginners, they must start very beginning. For example, natural breath. Very soon nimitta may appear, then nimitta. But if nimitta is ready, they can directly focus on the nimitta. If nimitta is also already begin counterpart side, then they can focus on the counterpart side. But better way is to make sure they should stay for jhana few seconds or few minutes. Then second jhana few seconds or few minutes. Then go to third jhana, etc. It is better.
then if that yogi about to go back, his concentration about drop. So when he do this, he able to get from, let's say anapana, a few minutes, able to get to first jhana, second jhana, and third jhana. But when he want to stay longer in that jhana, he have a lot of vitaka, a lot of thought. So at that moment, we should not let him or her to further progress. We should say until you satisfy.
Maybe at the day, you should teach her Pajana to make firm. When Pajana becomes stable again, at the day only, you should teach second jhana again. When second jhana is stable and firm, at the day only, you should teach third jhana, etc. It is better. Because in second jhana and third jhana, no Vidaka vichara. But there is still Vidaka vichara. The Pajana is not yet strong enough to maintain his concentration. So we should go back to Pajana again. It is better. Yes, this is also Vidaka. I understand. You are thinking, who? I understand.
So the next question is how to avoid cultivating wrong concentration.
Saburi Subha Nesya. Depending on good teachers, this is important. If teacher is wrong teaching, you may practice wrong concentration. So teacher's instruction also very important. Second one is Saddhamma Sevana. Saddhamma Sevana means you must try to listen Buddha's teaching. Especially you must try to learn Buddha's teaching, how to practice right concentration, etc. Especially about body samatha meditation subjects. If you understand right method, then you may practice right concentration. While practicing concentration, Yoniso manasikara, wise attention, this is very important. What is wise attention? You must pay attention your meditation object only. For example, while practicing samatha, you are noting every object which appears in your mind. Then, right concentration cannot improve. Because you are going different objects. Why this is? Because your attention, manasikara, is raw attention. You does not concentrate on one samatha meditation subject. You change your object, many different objects. Because of this reason, you have no concentration. So these three are also very important. I will repeat. Number one, depend on good teacher. Please try to understand right method. Nowadays it is very easy. There are many books in Chinese or in English, etc. What are Bodhisattva meditation subjects? If you read Visuddhimagga, you can understand thoroughly. But while practicing actually, you must depend on good teacher's instruction. That instruction also may right or wrong, you can decide because you had already studied samatha meditation subject. Then while practicing also, wise attention is very important. Another important thing is Dhammanu-Dhamma Pratipatti. Dhammanu-Dhamma Pratipatti, the meaning of Dhammanu-Dhamma Pratipatti in this case, not in Vipassana, in this samatha case is, you must practice in accordance with Buddha's teaching only. This is Dhammanu-Dhamma Pratipatti, which is leading for realization of Nibbana. Subramande four part knowledges and four fruition knowledges and nibbana. Such type of practice is called Dhammā-nū-dhammā-patipatti. So these altogether four patterns. For example, noting every object.
Okay, and then the next one, Sayadaw, maybe Sayadaw already answered partially, but still I will read out this question. What is the effect of this wrong concentration to the practitioner? What is the result, or what is the effect? How it influences the practitioner?
If this wrong concentration practice associate with wrong view, such as annihilation view or eternal view, etc. This is very dangerous. Especially, there are three types of annihilation view. Ucceda Detti, Ahetuka Detti. They reject the cause. Agreeable Detti, they reject the action. Natika Detti, they reject the result of karma. So if these three types of wrong view are very dangerous, what is the dangerous? If they do not give up this wrong view up to that moment, their destination is one of four apayas. For example, in the Vimana Vuttu and Veda Vuttu, there is one story about Nandaka general. He is the general of Kamma-born. Kamma-born and this general Nandaka, they grasp one type of wrong view. It is not necessary to do wholesome karma or to avoid unwholesome karma, because for a being there is already fixed law, such and such. Aeons later, automatically they will cease completely without remainder. Although they may accumulate wholesome karma, there is no good result. Although they may accumulate unwholesome karma, there is no bad result. This is their idea. He did not give back this wrong view up to that moment. So after that, he became one type of Veda, ghost. But his daughter is Sodapanna. One of his daughters is called Uddara. She is Sodapanna Satriwana. So when her father passed away, she donated one plate of food to one of maybe Arhat who go for alms wrong. And then he invited that Arhat to her home and then offer this one plate, one cup of food to that Arhat and share merit to his departed father. Then his father enjoying Deva happiness very quickly, because this wholesome karma reached to him quickly. His mention is like Deva mention, but he did not escape from the Veda war. He changed into Vimana Veda. Vimana Veda means they are Veda, but they enjoy sensual pleasures like Deva. But there is another problem. What is problem? One day, Kamma-born went to the senior king to pay tax. Especially this is the relatives of King Asoka. When he go back to his country, on the way, they have robot. What is robot? They are driving robot. What is robot? Charioteer or driver. Driver informed to the King Pingala. We are going wrong way. Why? We see the road in front, but we did not see behind any road. So we are going to wrong way. How we should do? Oh, please continue to drag on. And then they drag. Then they saw one big banyan tree. On that banyan tree, there is one type of mention, like Deva mention. And that mention, that Nandaka invite King Pingala and maybe offer different types of delicious food. Very good, very good. So, after eating, King Pingala asked to the Nandaka Peda, who are you? Are you Deva or human being, etc.? I'm not human being, I'm not Deva. I'm only just Peda. But I enjoy this happiness because of my daughter's merit. My daughter offered one food to the one type of venerable and share merit. Because of this power of this wholesome karma, I enjoy these sensual pleasures. But I only enjoy these sensual pleasures for 6 months only. After 6 months, I will go to hell. Because this is fixed. Because his wholesome karma is already mature after 6 months to go to hell. So, if they did not give up their wrong view, Ucheda data annihilation view, Buddha also, even the Buddhas also cannot give up. But before that, if they give up this wrong view and if they practice well, samatha and vipassana diligently, they can attain Sotapanna or Sakadagami or Anagami. They can realize Nibbana. But up to that moment, they did not give up their wrong view. Then this is very dangerous. No driver go wrong way because of this trick by this Peda. So they are going wrong way. Wrong way means in front there is road, but behind there is no road.
Then the next question is how to cultivate right concentration.
We had already explained. While practicing samatha, there are 3 types of concentration. While practicing vipassana, there is 1 type of concentration. They are right concentration. So please practice diligently samatha and vipassana according to Buddha's teaching. Then we can say you are cultivating right concentration.
So the next question is how to purify our mind. And should we purify our mind first, then only we practice samatha vipassana?
What is purification of mind? How do you understand? Your mind is purified because there is no defilement or no hindrance. Other than only your mind is purified. But there are two types, samatha and vipassana. While practicing samatha, there is also purification of mind, which is called citta visuddhi in Pali. What is citta visuddhi? Citta visuddhi nama sa upachara atha samapattiyo. Purification of mind is 8 attainments together with access concentration. So you must try to attain access concentration or to attain 8 types of jhana. At that time, this concentration, access concentration and jhana concentration will purify your mind because they can suppress for a long time to purify your mind, not to rise any defilement or any hindrance. While practicing vipassana, also vipassana insight can suppress the defilements moment by moment. This is temporary suppression. But if you realize nibbana, if you attain sotapanna stage, or sakadagami, or anagami, or arhat stage, these 4 types of path knowledge will destroy defilements completely without reminder, stage by stage. Complete purification of defilements is when you become arhat. At that time, all defilements will be eradicated by your 4 types of path knowledge. Your mind completely pure at that time, without any defilement. So please try to become arhat.
So since past we accumulate a lot of unwholesome energy, and such as wrong pattern of our karma, such as caused by greed, anger, and delusion. And this kind of karmic energy affect our practice. How can we chase away this karma energy so that it will not hinder our practice, especially in practicing sila, samadhi, panya? How to chase away with all the karma? First question. In the past, it's actually one question. We accumulate, keep a lot of unwholesome karma. Now, when we practice sila, samadhi, panya, how to chase away this so that it will not disturb our practice? How to overcome it?
Maybe if you can practice diligently like Penariva and Gulimala, no much problem. But if you cannot practice diligently like Penariva and Gulimala, then this karma may overwhelm to your mind. Penariva and Gulimala had already killed many people, but when he had enough saddha faith to the Buddha, he practiced diligently according to Buddha. While he was going for alms round, many people insult him with stones, weapons, etc. He had no anger. He practiced, he obeyed diligently Buddha's admonishment. He practiced samatha and vipassana diligently, so he became arhat. If you can emulate such type of examples, your unwholesome karmas are no much problem. But there are some unwholesome karmas which are still mature and producing bad results, like venerable Bodhigata. Such type of way is another. Venerable Bodhigata was a hunter who caught many birds, maybe bird catcher, and then Kassapa Buddha. He had killed many birds. After catching many birds, he broke down the legs, wings. Why? They may not go away, they may not fly. So birds cannot fly and cannot go anywhere, but still they are alive. Because if he already killed, there is no one who will bought these birds, who will buy these birds. They will become putrid, rotten. So to protect such problem, he did not kill completely, but he break down the legs and the wings. And birds cannot fly, cannot go anywhere. Because of such unwholesome karma, when he became bhikkhu and then our Kamma-born, one day he became sick. Many boils in the whole body appear. And then they produce a lot of bad smells. No bhikkhu want to go to him, and no one approach to him to look after because of this bad smells. But on that day, Buddha trying to see the beings today who I should teach Dhamma. So he saw this Bodhigata lying on his bed. Then Buddha visited to that Bodhigata together with Venerable Ananda, and they wash his robes and they wash the whole body. When bad smells disappear, when his robes after drying come back, at that time he became a little bit comfortable. At that time Buddha teaches the Debrivada Dhamma Desana. Debrivada Dhamma Desana is like another Lakkhana Sutta, same procedure. So materiality is permanent or impermanent, etc. In this way, Buddha asked questions and he gave answer. At the end of this course, he became Arhat. So if they can practice diligently samatha and vipassana, they can escape from these sufferings which produced by unwholesome karmas. But if they cannot practice, it is not easy to escape from these sufferings. However, there are 5 types of heavy unwholesome karmas. They are number 1, killing mother. Number 2, killing father. Number 3, killing arhat. Number 4, making to shedding blood from the living Buddha. Then another is Sikhism and Sangha. These 5 types of karmas are impossible to cure in this very life. After that, it is sure to be reborn in hell, especially a wicked hell. Cannot be cured. Buddha also cannot cure such type of heavy karmas. So, if there is no such type of heavy karma, other karmas, if they practice diligently, samatha and vipassana, it is possible to cure these heavy karmas, these unwholesome karmas. Share it, brother. Idame Bonyam Asawakayam Wahahodu Idame Bonyam Nibbana Sa Pachayo Hodu Idame Bonyam Sabha Sadhana Pajema Tesabe Mesama Punya Bhagam Labandu Sadhu